Okay. That's just gonna. Okay, so I think we got to figure it out. So let's see. Do we want to do tutorial mode? I probably should, just to get the mechanics down. Let's try that. Okay, so tutorial mode. Your crew of 4 have left the Earth behind, and the stars await you. I think crew should be singular third person, right? Your crew has left behind? Has left Earth behind, I think? Whatever. And the stars await you. First, though, you need to build a ship. You have a basic platform, some essential supplies. You'll need to build everything else yourself. Okay, we'll do that. The basics. Wait, I gotta pick a scenario? Okay, hold on. Is it going to go through one by one, or do I have to do a new game for every one of these scenarios? Wondering why your crew members taking a long time to heal? They might have multiple injuries, which could take many days to heal. Give them time to rest. Okay. All right. Not a lot of sound quite yet. My name is Sheridan, and I'll be your guide to teach you the basics of Space Haven. First, let's have a quick glance at the user interface. We will start by moving the camera. This can be done with the keyboard, mouse, or gamepad. So yeah, WASD. Okay. Next up is zooming in and out. Okay, fair enough. Move the camera and how to move zoom down. Let's bring in the interface. Okay, let's briefly go through the various sections of the interface, starting from the top left. Buttons in the upper left allow you to access the main management menus. These include the star map, ship and crew management, missions, and research. Okay, section gives an oversight into the situation of your ship. Statistics like how long your crew will survive with the current amount of resources. Okay. Resources available on your ship. Modify the size of the window. Okay. List your crew members. Okay. Present in the sector. Derelict ships, asteroids, or ships and stations belonging to other factions. Okay. Game log, various events that happen in game. Okay, seems pretty simple. This is where you control the speed of the game. Is recommend use hotkeys to change the speed. Hotkeys are shown. Okay. This button, I'm sorry, I'm going kind of fast because I want to get to the gameplay. This button allows you to access different view modes of your ship. Okay. View modes give you different things like temperature, gas levels, power, and crew comfort in a visual form. Okay. I have a joystick that's blocking my view of those. It's kind of inconvenient. Yeah, maybe I'll just plug this guy and move him somewhere for the moment so I can see my corner of my screen. Okay, let's move him here. Oops, okay. All right. This button's like to toggle visibility, level of walls, and the roof. Okay, interesting. This is the build menu. Building the ship of your dreams will be done through here. Gotcha. You can choose to build a very large ship or have multiple smaller ships in your fleet. Ships in your fleet are listed here. Okay. Double click on the ship to pan to that location. Okay. Lower left window shows information on whatever is currently selected. Maybe a ship, crew, or facility. There you have it. Basics of the universe. Sure, let's just continue. It allows you to create spaceship of your dreams to carry your crew between the stars. However, to make things easier to learn, we will start with an empty hull of a small spaceship. Let's start with how facilities are built in your spaceship. Your crew members are equipped with handheld construction printer guns, which require build tools to allow for building. Okay. Build tools are made by a tools facility. Let's start by building one of those. I will guide you along the way first. So it's kind of like you're building something that can help you build more, I guess. Let's see. Build menu, got it. And then we'll just go to resource, okay. Tool facility. And then rotate with Q, and then build view by holding V. Oh, okay, interesting. So like it gets rid of all it kind of simplifies it so you can figure out where you can build stuff. Okay. Now wait for the crew to finish building. Your crew will automatically bring all the resources needed to the build site and then use their construction printer gun to construct the facility. So they have their basic gun that can build this facility, and then by building this, it'll allow them to build more tools to make more advanced structures, I guess. That makes sense. Let's continue by learning about system points and ship system cores. System points represent computing power and are needed for advanced facilities to function. As an example, a power generator requires 2 system points. System points are provided by system core facilities, which in turn require core points to be constructed. Don't worry about it. If these two types of points don't make sense right away, it'll become more clear with time. Yeah, so they're just basically just resources you got to build up. Let's increase the availability of system points by building a small system core, okay? Resource. Oh, wait, no, system. System core, okay. And I gotta. So you have to use keyboard. I'm holding a drink in one hand, so it's kind of annoying, but whatever. To turn the sound up, it's kind of quiet. Good work. Now we have some system points available and can continue with power generation. So power generators to keep the lights on. Makes sense. Power, okay. So pretty basic stuff so far. Thanks for hanging out, Squeak, and for the lurk. Appreciate it. Well done. You've completed this tutorial. Optimal gas conditions. Okay. Continue by looking into how to create optimal temperature and gas conditions for your crew. Let's build an oxygen generator to produce oxygen for your crew. So go ahead. Oh, I already had that open. Okay. So I'm going to life support, oxygen generator, and then oh, I already had all right. Orientation. Did that not work? Oh no, I did. Good work. Toxic gases may accumulate in your ship, so you need scrubbers of some kind, probably. They can be fatal to your crew. Okay, yeah. Gas scrubbers will filter the air and remove toxic gases. A larger ship requires more than one gas scrubber to keep the air clean. Build a gas scrubber for your ship. So I gotta build a gas scrubber right there. Pretty simple. I'm gonna turn the sound up. Am I just dumb? Oh, game settings probably. Okay, pretty simple so far. Good work. Next up, temperature. Too cold or too hot will force the crew to wear spacesuits. Being in spacesuits will prevent your crew from sleeping, eating, or using the toilet. Thermal regulators are necessary for maintaining the right temperature. They are capable of both heating and cooling as needed to keep the right temperature. Please feed thermal regulators to ensure that the right temperature is maintained. There are 2 versions. One version can be placed on the walls, another can be placed on the floor. Alright. So it sounds like you want to kind of put one in certain size area. You know, kind of like when you put heating or AC unit in a room, you kind of want to make sure the volume isn't too loud. It gets kind of weird. The sound's a little bit. Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah. Ship is unstable. Well done, you completed, you can exit. Now let's continue. crew comfort works. Your crew will need a comfortable space to sleep in. If crew members have to sleep in an uncomfortable place, it'll affect their mood and energy. Okay. Beds. Who needs beds? Come on, bro. Alright. Pretty simple. Do they really want to sleep all like side by side like that? Is that really that comfortable? Seems a little weird to me, but it's more space. It's good on saving space, but it's a little awkward. You now have some beds for your crew. However, there's a problem. The sleeping area is very uncomfortable due to it being completely in the open. Okay. Access information on crew, comfort levels. Okay, interesting. This will allow them to... Okay, comfort levels. Interesting. By comparing the color of the area where beds are to the right-hand side of the legend, we can see that the comfort value for sleep is negative. Okay, yeah. Well, basically the whole ship is negative at this point. Let's make it positive so you can have a good night's rest. Create proper bedroom. Okay. Place a couple doors. Okay, that makes sense. So we're just gonna put a basic wall, it looks like. And a couple doors. Oops. I'm kind of digging this so far. It's pretty good. Did I pause it? I'm in control of the speed setting. Oh, okay. How do I unpause it then? Click on the objective, but I thought I placed everything though. Okay. Oh, I forgot one more wall, I guess. Oh, okay. I was like, what? What's your problem? So now he's speeding up time to make it go faster. So, oh, okay, okay. That's like the full view. It is making a full wall, but yeah. It's just changing the view so you don't see the whole wall. So you can have more better visibility. That's pretty cool. Great job. Now we have a proper bedroom walled off from outside discomfort. With the bedroom now having a positive sleep comfort value, we can move on to build a kitchen for your crew. Crew members seek out a comfortable place to relax and eat at when they are on leisure time, or leisure time, however you choose to pronounce it. The kitchen prepares meals from raw food. While crew members can stand and eat, they prefer to eat their food at a table. Alright. Placing chairs around the table allow crew members to sit down while eating their food. As we did with the bedroom, we should wall off this section with walls and door to make sure the space has a positive leisure comfort value. Alright, so it's just telling me exactly what I need to make. Let's see. Got a kitchen there. Algae dispenser. Ooh, that doesn't sound too good. Let's see. Life support furniture, I think. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Then we need to make some walls. And a door. I think that should be everything. Yeah, it's a pretty nice setup. I need a thermoregulator in there too, unless that's what that is. No, yeah, that's what that is. One thermoregulator per room probably makes more sense. Well done. The crew will also need a toilet. They don't need that. Just open up the airlock. Crew members can use the toilet whenever the need arises. However, they cannot use it while they wear a spacesuit. Okay. That one's already got a wall and door and everything. Is anybody building it? I'm confused. Okay, now they're doing it. Good work. Crew members can work more effectively when sufficient light is present. Working in darkness may lead to more accidents. Lights will also make the ship more comfortable for your crew. Place some lights on your ship for your crew members. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I was working on the wrong button. That's what I was there. 3 lights. Yep. Good work. Your crew can now sleep and spend their leisure time in comfortable spaces. Well done. Okay. Let's continue by looking to the basics of industry. Start by building 2 essential industry facilities, the water purifier and the recycler. Water purifier converts ice mined from asteroids into purified water. Water is needed for oxygen production and plant growth. Recycler, another essential industry facility, allows you to convert scrap resources salvaged from derelict spaceships to useful building blocks. Okay. Alright. Put a water purifier there. And then recycler. I was gonna say, you probably want to put those in places where they're not close to where you're eating and stuff. It's kind of a funky looking ship, isn't it? It looks like just like a giant mall. It's a power generator. Okay. Cannot reach set temperature. Build more thermal regulators. Okay. Industry facilities are noisy and can cause discomfort in the surrounding area. Shame to minimize this by having industry facilities in their own rooms. That's what I was going to say. You probably have to wall it off. Let's separate the large recycler facility and place some walls to improve the overall comfort. All right. Industry facilities have an error icon on top of them indicating an issue requiring our attention. Let's select the water purifier and see what's going on. Idling. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that's not the purifier. The facility is selected. The lower left window allows you to see information about the facility. Requires high capacity power. Oh, okay. Most facilities only need low capacity power, which is integrated and provided from the hull. Advanced facilities, such as industry facilities, need high capacity power distributed by power nodes. This industry facility is not on the high capacity power grid and will not function. We can also verify this from the power view mode. I see. Okay. So it's a little bit like SimCity. Looking at the legend on the right hand side, we can see that the industry facilities are not placed on a high capacity grid. Let's fix that by expanding the high capacity power grid with the power node. So it looks like they both need a power node. All right. The industry facilities are now on a high capacity grid and are ready to be used. We'll start by transforming ice into purified water. Select the water purifier. This guy. Why isn't he inside here? That's kind of weird. Refine. Okay. You see the possible types of resources. I'll show you how to assign a production task. 5 units of resource. Click to continue. Good work. We now have assigned a production task. Made 5 units of water. Let's recycle some infra scrap into infra blocks, a basic building block for many facilities. Start by selecting the recycler. Okay. Select infra scrap. Assign task, recycle 5 units of infra scrap. Okay. Automatically execute these. Okay. Well done. Cool. Interesting. That's not too complicated. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Let's continue by looking into how to expand the hull of the ship while the crew uses the industry facilities. Crew members use small spacecrafts named builder pods to expand the hull of the ship. We will need to build a pod hangar and a builder pod. Okay. Pod hangar. They're sticking their sweet time. They're on their break, I guess. Seems this crew is scheduled for sleep now. I'll speed up time as fast as possible so the crew can continue working. Okay. I wonder if this is like clock time? I'm not sure what this is exactly. That's it. Now we need to construct a builder pod in the pod hangar. Pod hangar can be home to one small spacecraft such as a miner pod, builder pod, or starfighter. In the lower left window, click on the builder pod to construct a builder pod. Okay. Let's wait until the builder pod has been constructed in the pod hangar. Pretty cool so far. Hope it's not too boring to watch. Alright, we now have a builder pod. Let's open up the build menu and assign a task to expand the hull of the ship. Okay. Edit hull. Alright, let's build the hull. Okay. Okay, interesting. Good work. Your crew can now start expanding the hull of the ship using the builder pod. Be mindful not to expand too much too quickly. Instead, expand little by little as you need more space. Well done. Okay. We're just zooming along. Let's continue by looking into how we make the ship capable of executing hyperspace jumps. Hyperspace jumps put a lot of strain on the ship hull. We need to reinforce and stabilize the hull before we can execute a hyperspace jump. Hull stabilizers reinforce the spaceship's hull, strengthening its frame and generally improving structural integrity. I was gonna say that's like a... I forget what it's called in Star Trek, but I think I just lost. Like, yeah, they would say structural integrity is 95% or 5%. Anyways, so it's probably a stabilizer or something like that. Okay, so we're putting it there. I guess it doesn't really matter where you put it. So I guess if they're like nodes that give power or something, you want them in a separate space? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which spaces, which ones you should separate into different rooms, and which ones you can just keep out in the open like that. They use steel plates as a resource to stabilize the hull. We will now wait for a crew member to load the hull stabilizer and for the ship hull to become stable. Okay, so that's probably what the error is here. It's got here. Unable to stabilize because it doesn't have steel. Hull of the ship is now stable, and we can continue with making the ship capable of executing hyperspace jumps. Okay. Ship will need a navigation console and enough hyperdrives to support its mass. All right. Ooh, we're putting these big boys in the back. That's what we're doing. Okay, okay. So part of it needs to be inside the hole, and part of it is sticking out of the hole. Oh, okay, okay. So that's why we had to expand in the back. Okay. Let's see. Hyperium hyperdrive. Yeah. Got a point defense turret. We got all kinds of cool stuff. Let's see, airlock. Okay. It's looking more like a spaceship now. I'm not even sure we had any kind of drives on this ship before that. It's like we're just a floating piece of metal in space, which begs the question, how did we get there in the first place? Okay, one more thing. In order to travel safely between star systems, you need ISP pills. Interstellar sickness pills. Is an ISP pill kind of redundant? It should just be IS pills, but whatever. Effective prevention against interstellar travel sickness might cause some undesirable side effects and addiction. Okay, your crew can get these pills from the medical cabinet. We should build one now. Okay. Let's see. I was gonna say, oxygen seems like we're fine, but power, this seemed to be a problem. Good work, your ship is now ready for hyperspace travel. We added 2 hyperdrives to fully support the mass of the ship. Well done. Okay, continue. Alright, let's continue with setting up point defense turrets for your ship and enabling communications with other ships. Seems like this is stuff that you shouldn't have, you know, it's like on Star Trek Generations and shit. It's like, you know, oh, you left space dock without a tractor beam? It's like you left space dock without a navigation console and a communication console and an operation console and hyperdrive units? How did you even leave space dock is my question. Operations console is used by crew members to control point defense turrets and communicate with other ships. You left space dock without a tractor beam? I might get the soundtrack for this. This is dope, man. It's good stuff. I wonder if you can get it. You can indeed. Good work. Your crew members can now use the operations console to control point defense turrets on your ship and communicate with other ships. Hold up. Scanners are detecting asteroids nearing your ship. We need to set up point defense turrets to shoot them down. Point defense turrets are used to shoot down incoming projectiles and small hostile spacecrafts. Build 2 defense turrets. Point defense turrets. Okay. But are they gonna have the power is a question. How does that work? How do they shoot? Maybe they must stick out the top or something. I don't know. We'll find out. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze. Well done, you now have some protection. So yeah, again, how does that work? One of the point defense turrets is without power. Ship attack and defenses will need to be on high capacity power grid. Yeah. Okay. So like I said, how do they stick out? Oh, okay, they do stick out of the hole. Okay. I'm less confused now. Power, small power node. Okay. Wait. They're on their break. One dude's dinking around in the having coffee in the bridge. Now what the heck is this? The core. It's like, oh, okay, it's like the computer core. Seems the crew is scheduled for sleep now. Okay. So it feels like The Sims a lot, where it's like you want them to do stuff, but it's like they got to sleep and they got to eat and stuff. Which I guess, yeah. Fine. Looks like this one's out of power. All right. Yeah, so if we put one here, so how? I guess it never was on high capacity power. I just didn't notice until now, I guess. So once we put one here, it should cover all these ones, I guess. Room temperature everywhere. That's good, I guess. Comfort. Looks like comfort back here is pretty terrible. Comfort there is positive, but not great. Excellent, just in time. Asteroids are closing in on your ship. Oh, okay. And everywhere else is negative. No, asteroid. Okay. What do I do now? Booyah! Your point defense turrets shot down incoming asteroids. Multiple point defense turrets can work together as an effective defense. Well done, you completed this tutorial. Okay. I think we're getting the gist of the core mechanics, and then we probably could just stop here and do our own game, but I want to continue. It's looking at how we can research and unlock new technologies. Researching new technologies is done using two types of research facilities. They're the research lab and the research workbench. Research lab allows your crew members to study archive scientific data from Earth, so it's like a computer. Multiple research labs can be built for more effective research. Research workbench is used for reverse engineering purposes and allows your crew members to carry out experiments. Go ahead and build the two research facilities. All right. Okay, so let's see. Research lab. They want me to put it in the bridge? Okay, if you say so. And then workbench. Good work. You can now open up the research menu and start researching new technologies. Okay. This is research menu. Start by selecting research module we want unlocked. We care to select botany. Good. Take a closer look at what all this information means. A specific research module. At the top, we see what type of technologies it will unlock. Research module may unlock one or more technologies. Next, we see the type of research is required, so it needs basic research. It consists of research stages representing research work needed in steps. This research module only has one research stage. More advanced technologies may have more than one. This research module only requires so-called basic research points to be done in the research lab by a crew member. There are 3 types of research points, which correspond to 3 different difficulty levels of research. The research skill of a crew member determines how fast they can generate these research points at the research lab. Next section, research bonuses acquired. When crew members salvage facilities from derelict ships, blueprints may be unlocked and count as a bonus to a specific research module. Okay. Research queue. Okay. Good. Now let's look at a more advanced research module. Okay. More advanced requires 2 stages of research to be unlocked. Okay. Yeah, then it's like just the flow chart of paths you have to do first. You can see it has 2 research stages here at the left. All requirements in stage 1 need to be completed before research can continue to the second stage. This research module requires work to be done both in the research lab and the research workbench. You can see the symbols for them below. Click it to add to the research queue. Okay. Now look at how we can modify the research queue. Okay. Now watch your crew members generate research points and iterations of the research lab. Each research iteration has a chance of success, determined by the research skill of the crew member. Okay. Okay. You now know the basics of how research works. Okay. Mining. Crew members can mine resources from asteroids using miner pods. Miner pods are built at a pod hangar, which also acts like a home. Yeah. So we gotta build a separate one because each pod hangar is only fit for like one pod at a time, I guess. Yeah. Okay. This gives you your resources, I guess. Storage. Okay. Pretty cool. Like I said, I'm digging this so far. This game's definitely up my alley. I like starships and building and simulation games, so it's pretty cool. Good. Now I need to construct a miner pod in that pod hangar we just built. Okay. Select the pod hangar. Yep. So we're gonna click the miner. Outstanding. Now let's do some mining. We'll start by selecting an asteroid in our current sector. Camera will automatically pan to the position of the asteroid. The lower left, you can see information about the asteroid. Take you to the tactical map and open the mining user interface window. Sorry. Asteroid is now selected for mining, and we can specify the amount of resources we want to mine. Buttons can be used to mine single units or simply mine all. Let's mine all the ice. Click here. Okay. Outstanding. Your crew will now use the miner pod we built earlier to mine the ice. Seems like if you have all this technology, you should be able to just make water or recycle water, right? Like if you're recycling all the water that you ingest and eat, it should be a self-sustained system to some degree, wouldn't you think? Where the recycled water can be purified and you just use that rather than having to constantly mine new ice. I don't know. That's just my thought. Let's watch as a crew member carries out the task and uses the miner pod to mine the ice. Johnson, you gotta go mine some ice. Oh, really? I gotta mine ice? All right, fine. So they have to physically go out. They can't just like use a drone. Okay. Okay, interesting. Could be dangerous. You're kind of exposed. And just like sucks up the ice vapor, the water vapor. I'm trying to figure out how it actually gets it inside the ship. Oh, it's like little chunks that go into the ship. Well done. All right. Let's continue looking at how we execute his hyperspace jump. Okay. Manage the readiness levels of attack and defense systems, and give the order to prepare for a hyperspace jump. Requires that your crew make all the necessary preparations. This includes manning the navigation console and having all crafts return to their home hangars. This button will give the command for your crew to start preparing for a hyperspace jump. Good, your crew is not preparing for hyperspace jump. We still got a guy outside the ship. What are we doing? Good, your crew is not preparing for hyperspace jump. Any crew members working on tasks outside of your ship will return to the ship. Okay. Navigator from your crew will be chosen to man the navigation's console, and they will start charging up the hyperdrives. Your crew works on all required tasks automatically. Any errors will also be resolved as long as your crew has the necessary resources. All you need to do is give them time. We'll now wait for the crew to finish preparing for our hyperspace jump. Okay. I will now let you control the game speed. Familiar yourself with the hotkeys, but be mindful not to use the fastest game speeds for very long. Watch how the hyperdrives spring to life as your crew work to make the ship ready for hyperspace jump. Okay. Johnson, we're leaving. Get back on board. He's like, oh crap, don't leave without me. Okay, so we went in there to drop off the water and then went back to the pod. Systems menu. Okay, so now everybody's in. We click jump. Ooh, that was cool. Good work. We're now on the star map. Let's travel to the nearest sector with the derelict ship. Okay. Oh, we did was a double click on to get your ship there. Next, let's look into how we drop out of hyperspace and enter selected. Okay. This is the sector map screen where you can deploy the ships in your fleet to the sector. You will not reposition your ship at this time. Okay. You have now successfully traveled to another sector. Cool. Let's continue with looking into how we can manually control crew members and equip them with weapons. You can take manual control by drafting a crew member. This is needed when you want to explore derelict ships and when your crew is engaged in combat. Start by drafting Luz. Click here to select Luz. Drafting means you're taking manual control of the crew member. Oh gosh, mind control. Click here to draft them. Okay. All right, let's start by trying to move this drafted crew member. This is done by with a right click with the mouse. Okay. Okay. Good. Try moving them some more. You will do as I say now, Luz. All right, it's time to equip your crew member with a weapon. Let's move the crew member closer to the storage. All right. It's a little creepy, like some external force controlling your crew member and commanding them to go pick up a gun. Good. You can now open up the storage and equip a weapon. Right click here to open the storage. See some options. Take a look at the tooltips and then continue. Okay. Pick up icon. Okay. Okay. So it's just like an inventory app. We can now see the inventory of the crew member at the left and the storage inventory at the right. From here we can manually pick up and equip items. Crew members have a primary and secondary weapon slot. Secondary weapon is used if no primary weapon is available. This is the armor slot, pocket slots. Slots are what's in nearby storage. So equip the crew member with a shotgun. Okay. Do we have to get ammo, or is it just a laser-based weapon? Look at the loadout tab, another way to equip items. Start by selecting another crew member. Okay, 3 tabs in your inventory. You can switch between tabs using these buttons. Select the loadout tab. Send items for a crew member, and they will equip the items on their own with time. Using loadouts with the big crew is a real time saver. Let's assign a pistol as a secondary weapon. Okay. And now assigned a loadout, and the person will try to equip the missing items on their own when the items are available on the ship. But do they really need it at all times? Is my question. Once you have assigned a loadout, you can copy and paste it to other crew members. Okay, very cool. You should now equip your crew with weapons. I'll let you control the game speed. Okay. So Luz, you've got your junk, right? You've got your shotgun. Kendra, you've got your thing. Colby. How do I? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's copy there and then paste here. Okay. But I'll just do pistol. Milo, I don't trust anybody with a name like Milo, so I'll do that. Pistol. I'll let you do your thing. Everybody's arming up. They're all like, yeah, I don't know. I saw Luz going over there and getting that shotgun. I'm a little bit nervous now. I'm gonna get a pistol. Well done. You've completed this tutorial section. All right. Let's continue with looking into how we can explore derelict ships. The shuttle is used to transport resources and crew members. Okay, so no teleporters, I guess. A shuttle can also be manually controlled by drafting it, similarly to crew members. We'll use a shuttle to board a derelict. Draft all your crew members and move them close to the shuttle hangar. Okay, can I select all of them? Okay, draft. Okay, you're all under my control now. Move them all here. They're all walking like zombies with guns. That's hilarious. Okay. Good, now let's board the shuttle. Okay, right-click, access to the shuttle. Board, okay. Don't you need, like, spacesuits? Good work, now select the shuttle by clicking on it. This guy, okay. Good, you now select the shuttle. Okay, let's go ahead and dock the shuttle to the derelict hull. Good, now watch the shuttle travel to the derelict. Like I said, don't they need suits and stuff? Maybe they have some in the shuttle that they put on. It would be pretty funny for them to spend all this time going over to the derelict and not realize it's depressurized and no oxygen, and they open the door and they just get sucked out. Oh man. You're thrown out into space and then your ship becomes a derelict. I know I have a dark sense of humor. I'm sorry. That's just funny to me. Okay, good. You have now docked the shuttle to the derelict hull. It's now time for the crew to exit the shuttle and board the derelict. You can disembark by clicking the exit shuttle button. Click here to exit the shuttle. Okay. Yeah, boarded the derelict. Derelict ships have been abandoned by their crew. However, danger can still be present. You'll need to explore the ship and make sure you have eliminated all threats. For now, your crew won't run out of health or oxygen to allow us to learn how exploring a derelict works. Okay, I gotta explore. Nothing found. Okay, there's like this little thing here. Take oxygen. Sure, why not? Okay. No, okay. This is the same ally. All free. You have spotted your first hostile unit. The enemy is a dummy, so no need to panic. When standing still, your crew members fire automatically on their nearest visible target. You can also manually fire on the enemy with the drafted crew member. Alright, well, yeah. One data log. New data log, okay. Oh, dang. Hope you didn't just shotgun your friend in the back. That'd be kind of bad, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's get that electronics component. Can we get it? Crouch. I guess not. I don't know. I guess we have to clear the threat first, and then we can deal with that. Hidden item found. Explosive grenade launcher. That's kind of dope. Can I rotate my map? I don't think so. I can move it, but I can't really rotate. Let's see. Okay, I should probably not be so granular in my search. I need to just eliminate all the threats. Good work. You've cleared the derelict ship. All right. After you have cleared a derelict, you're presented with a choice. You can continue with leaving the crew members drafted or undraft them all. You'll choose to continue leaving them drafted. Okay. Good work. We'll now continue by bringing up the crew back to your ship. Move all your crew members close to the shuttle. All right. All right. Don't we want to get all this junk though? Oh. Can I unpause it? Okay. It's like, does he have control over that? It's like, what the heck is going on? Now board the shuttle. Okay, right click access to the shuttle. Intercraft, yeah. Outstanding. Final thing to do is undraft the shuttle. The shuttle works well automatically to execute tasks like transporting resources. Okay. So you select it. Okay. Undraft. Automatically return home. Okay. Continue with how to salvage a derelict ship for resources, okay? The explanations kind of go all over the place. Once a derelict ship is selected, the camera will move to its position and open up the selection window. Selection window at the left shows you some basic information about this derelict ship. Let's just click to the salvage menu. Okay. Allows you to select which types of scrap to salvage. Once one or more resource has been selected to be salvaged, crew will automatically travel and dismantle facilities and collect scrap. Okay. Let's see. Good work. You now instructed your crew to go over and salvage for resources. Okay. Transfer menu differs from the salvage menu in that no command to dismantle facilities is given here. Rather, this menu allows you to transfer all resources lying around on the floor and storages of the ship. Oh, okay. Yeah, like we found earlier. So select all. And transfer all. Okay. good. These are the basic steps for salvaging and transferring resources. Zoom in on the derelict ship to see your crew salvage for resources. You can use the game speed controls to speed up time. All right. Okay. I'm really digging the game so far. It's cool. Let's see. So we can speed it up. Nah, they're going to sleep now. That dude's going to... Okay, he's going to the bathroom, then going to sleep. I was like, he's going to sleep on the toilet? No. Okay, some of them are leaving now. So just kind of taking chunks out of the hole now at this point. It's kind of cool. Okay. Speed it up a little bit more. Oh, oh, that's cool. I don't know. You could jetpack around, like, just directly in space like that in your spacesuit. That's cool. Like, I'm not going around all the way through that hallway. Forget that. I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna use 0G to my advantage. That's actually pretty neat. It's cool. I like that. All right, you finished this tutorial section. You can find more tutorials in the new game menu. Okay. Interesting. So we did all these already. Very cool. Okay, so this is like getting into some crazy stuff. It's very cool. Is your food production slow? Ensure your botanist is skilled and that the environment is optimal with suitable light, CO2, and temperature levels. A good idea is to build grow beds in a separate room with a light, a CO2 producer, and a thermal regulator. Okay, very cool. In this tutorial, we'll look at dealing with fires and micro breaches. So we're basically at the same build as we ended that last tutorial. So that's cool. Fires can be dangerous if not contained. They use up oxygen, produce smoke, and generate heat. Designing a ship with rooms will work as a preventative? No, I think it's just preventive measure, since the vents on doors can be closed if need be. This will stop the fire from spreading. Watch out, there's a fire in the corridor. As a first step, we should close the air vents around the fire and try to contain it. Okay, it's very similar to like FDL. You can turn off the vents. Oh, okay. This is the vents view mode. Close the air vents by clicking on them. Oh, okay. Good work. You now have closed the air vents around the fire. Your crew will automatically seek out and put on a spacesuit and continue to the area to the fire to extinguish it. So they speed it up, but it would automatically go out, similar to FDL. Same thing. Good, the crew extinguished the fire. It is generally best to let the crew extinguish fires on their own. However, it is possible to extinguish fires manually by drafting your crew members. With the drafted crew member selected, you can right-click on the fire and use the extinguish command. Okay. Extinguishing fires manually involves a lot of micromanaging. It can be used if you are not happy with how the crew members are reacting. Just remember to first ensure the crew member is equipped with a spacesuit to keep them safe from heat and gases. This can be done by having the crew member selected and right-clicking an airlock or spacesuit locker. Alright, next let's look into how we deal with micro breaches in the ship hull. Dealing with micro breaches is similar to that of fires. It is recommended to close the air vents of the room with a micro breach and let the crew repair it. So very similar to FTL. This is a micro breach. We will close the vent leading to the room and let the crew repair the micro breach, right? Select it to... We close the vent. Okay. Oh, so it was on open, but now we close it. And then they just automatically do it. And that little thermometer is letting us know that it's getting colder because it's venting into space. Wonder if we can have like energy shields, you know, like Star Trek, like this. That seems like that would be really important in space, but of course, you know, it's kind of like magic at that point. All right, the micro breach is now repaired. Your crew will fix micro breaches on their own, but it is possible to manually assign a crew member to fix the breach. So similarly, click on them and then perform a task. Okay. Cool. Here we have a larger hull breach. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. These differ from micro breaches in that they have to be repaired by a crew member operating a builder pod. Use the build hull command to fix the fix breach. All right, now we wait for the crew to finish building. Yeah, they got like a big rock that just blew into the side of the hole, or they got shot at or something. All right, yeah, finish this tutorial section. You can find more tutorials in the new game menu. All right, so we've done 2 of them. Is your ship filled with harmful gases or smoke? Gas scrubbers can clear it out over time, but if you're in a hurry, open the vent on an airlock. That makes sense. Oh, this is a totally different ship now. That's cool. Managing storage and resources. In this scenario, you are presented with 2 ships, both belonging to your fleet. The first ship is refining scrap materials and composting. English is a weird language. Composting organic resources. The second ship is producing food. Your crew settings are such that they eat on one ship and spend free time on the other ship. Okay. Like a pleasure yacht, the captain's yacht. We will now take a look at managing storages within a ship and also at resource transportation between the ships in your fleet. We will first look at the small storage here. We're going to instruct that all food-related resources will be brought here, as is near the kitchen facility. First, select the storage. Click continue. Click on the rules tab. Okay. This is the storage resource rules menu, which allows you to create various rules on resources brought here. This menu allows you to instruct the crew to store all food resources here. Click continue. Select root vegetables. Use the bring here rule. Okay. It applies on this ship only. Your crew will not bring root vegetables from the second ship. Okay, good to know. I will now apply the same rule for the rest of the food items. Done. Okay, so you just gotta do it. I guess you can select probably multiple at the same time and then hit the same button. Done. The storage will now be filled with food items. This is good as optimization, as the distance between the storage and the kitchen facility will be smaller when the crew wants to refill the kitchen facility. Makes sense. With the current settings, the second ship would send over food when it runs out on this ship. What if we wanted to keep a small amount of food always available on this ship? We can accomplish this by setting resource rules at a ship level. You can think of each ship as its own big storage, with the storage facilities built on that ship as its, sub-storages. That makes sense. Let's go to the resource rules shown at ship level. Good. This menu will allow you to set resource rules for ships within your fleet. From here, we can use the minimum rule. A little typo there. Minimum rule. Sorry, I said it the wrong way again. Minimum rule to accomplish our goal. Okay, select unless it's supposed to say minimum. Okay. See, there's a contradiction here. It says minimum. Maybe that's just Sheridan's problem. He doesn't know how to say the word minimum, so he says minimum. Okay, good. Now set the amount to 5. This rule will now ensure that there's always 5 units of root vegetables on the first ship. We'll now set the same to the rest of the food items. Okay, so it'll never go below that. Second ship produces a lot of biomatter, and this first ship has 2 composters. We can now set a bring here rule for the biomatter. Select biomatter, bring here. Good, now all the biomatter will be sent to the ship. But then you probably want to make a minimum for the other one, or minimum, whatever you want to, whichever one you want to say, for the other ship in case it needs some in reserve. I don't know. I guess it would depend on what you're trying to do with it. But that's all for the ship. We have set rules for food and biomatter. Let's now take a look at the second ship. The ship has 2 separate airlocks, and we can set rules for which types of resources should be brought to a specific airlock. First, select the airlock. They also have resource rules, which so that you're not transporting stuff way across the end of the ship and it's inefficient. That makes sense. From here, we can change which types of resources should be prioritized and brought here by shuttles and mining pods. First, select the energy rod. When we have an item selected, we get various rule options. We'll also use the high priority rule. Trying to select it, hover over it. Oh, okay. Good. Now, when the ship requests energy rods from the other ship shuttles, we'll aim to bring energy rods to this airlock. And we can do the same thing for hyperfuel. Okay, makes sense. Because the hyperspace engines right there. As you can see, there are many ways to optimize resource storage and transportation. That's all for this tutorial. You've learned to set rules for resources on the storage level and on the ship level. We also looked at resource rules for airlocks. This tutorial is considered finished at this point. You can stay in this game and observe the 2 ships or quit to the main menu. Yeah, I'll just go to the main menu. I'll just take a quick look though. So all their fun stuff is on this one. Does that include food? Wait a minute. There's a kitchen here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, main menu.
We'll meet again. We'll love again. Under the sky. Under the rain.
Want to have your crew members work in shifts? You can do that from the crew management menu by modifying schedules for crew members. Oh, okay, that's cool. You'll also learn about setting up schedules for crew members. In this scenario, you are presented with 2 ships belonging to your fleet. You'll assign one of your crew members to live on the other ship. Okay, crew management. So you're now looking at job priorities. Okay, we're getting a little bit more advanced, so this is good. Your task in this tutorial is to make 2 crew members focus on research in 2 shifts, while the rest of your crew manage everything else. Note that the job priorities marked red and blue are different. The red are meant for combat situations, okay, while the blue are meant for general work and ship upkeep. Let's start by looking at Kendra. Our goal is to make this crew member focus on research and not do much of anything else. This can be accomplished by modifying the job priorities. Okay. We can accomplish our goal if we set research priority to highest and reduce everything else to lowest. And then they won't do anything else. We don't need to worry about the job priorities marked red as they seldom affect the efficacy of blue ones. Okay. Make this priority to lowest. Medical. Okay. I was like, what is it pointing to though? What am I doing? Oh, okay. Left makes it go higher. Right click makes it go lower. To lowest. And then make this to lowest. This to highest. And then to lowest. Okay. Good. You now have a crew member focusing on research. They will only do other jobs if no other crew member on the ship can do those jobs. Colby. Cool. Industry tasks. Alright, that makes sense. Logistics tasks. Create a new schedule. Okay. I was just saying crew members to different schedules. Okay, this is getting a little tense. very, very. I wonder if you can just like let it do its thing. Not have to. Because I'm imagining a ship that's got like 30 crew members and you're like, trying to schedule all their schedules and their shifts and stuff. Each crew member can have their own individual schedule or be assigned to a global schedule. There are currently 3 tasks that can be scheduled: work, leisure time, sleep. Let's create a new schedule as a night shift for work and assign 1 researcher to it. Okay. Okay, select the tool for marking work. Good. Now select the tool for marking sleep time. 2 global schedules. Now assign. Okay, so that was a global one. You can now assign crew members to these global schedules. Click here to activate a global schedule. Okay. Okay. This crew member is now in the second global schedule. I'll now put the rest of the crew in the first schedule. Next up, let's create some restrictions as to where crew members can work. Care to go to ship preferences? Oh, okay. In this menu, we can set in which ships crew members are allowed to work, eat, and sleep. This menu allows you to modify the behavior of your crew members in regards to how they move between ships in your fleet. Our goal is to make 2 crew members focus on research constantly in one ship. We can now further ensure that behavior by denying them working, eating, and sleeping on the other ship. To further ensure our 2 crew members focus on research, we will deny access to the other ship and also derelict ships. To deny access. Deny. They won't work on the other ship or go to derelict ship stations to carry out their work there. Okay. Let's allow the sleeping on the other ship and raise work preference to the highest for your crew members focusing on industry tasks. So if they're working on the other ship, then they can sleep there if they need to. High, which is leisure time, I guess. And high, okay. That makes sense, because the other ship was the leisure ship, right? Let's set the other ship as a home ship and raise work preferences to the highest crew for the crew member focusing on logistics. Additionally, set the main ship as a preference place to spend leisure time. Priority high. Okay, so that's their home as the other ship. Raises priority to high as well. Okay. That is it. We have reached our goal. Our researchers don't venture out to the other ship, and the 2 other crew members take care of the second ship. Researchers work in 2 shifts, and the whole crew will spend their leisure time on the main ship if the leisure time is more than 1 hour. This tutorial is considered finished at this point. It makes me wonder if it'll affect your comfort, though, if, like, you're the only one working the night shift. And you're like, would just make you go nuts? So, you know, it seems like you need social interaction as well. You can stay in this game, observe, or quit to the main menu. Okay. Tax systems, yeah. Fighters, groups. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff you can do in this game. This is your research, yeah. Data logs, okay. That's the crew management, yeah. That's your systems, this is where you jump, okay. And then this is the... Cool, very cool. I think I'm just gonna do the tutorials for now. And then, maybe start a new game next time.
We'll meet again. We'll love again. Under the sky.
And I might not go through all the tutorials, we'll see. Found yourself out of resources when building a critical facility? Dismantling a facility will return the resources which were used to build it. You can use this to temporarily dismantle some of the facilities of lesser importance. Note, harsh and brutal difficulty levels return scrap resources instead of building blocks. Ah, okay. In this tutorial, we'll learn how to create a fleet of ships. All right, let's start by opening the menu where you can build a new ship. Okay. Ship canvas is like the canvas of a painting. It marks a space that is reserved for a new ship to be built on. There is a limit to the size and amount of canvases that can be created. Every new canvas costs a certain amount of so-called ship points. You can see the amount of available ship points here. This is where you can see how much the new ship costs in terms of ship points. This is where you can change the size of a new ship canvas. So you can make it large. Similar to like the gummy ship construction that you can do in like the Kingdom Hearts games, or some of them anyway. I was never really huge into the gummy ship stuff. Maybe some other people were. So I kind of just made a basic one and just like upgraded parts and stuff occasionally. I was never really big into that. Sector you're currently in. Okay, let's create a new ship canvas. Drag the canvas into the sector area. How do I do that? Oh, okay. Good work. Now you can finish the new ship canvas by clicking the button to create the canvas. Okay, there we go. You now have 2 ship canvases instead of 1. Both of them can be seen as ships now, although one will be completely empty without a hull or facilities. You can select, okay, and then we click on the new canvas. Okay, yeah, so it's just empty at this point. Be revealed to you, all right. Build hull, that makes sense. Oh, okay, that was it.
We'll meet again.
That's pretty quick. I thought we were going to actually build it. We kind of just made a new canvas. Industry facilities need to be on the high-capacity power grid to operate. Build a large or small power node close to them to ensure their power needs. In this tutorial, we will learn how to change the canvas size of your ship. Your first task is to jump to hyperspace. You can do that from the systems menu accessed from the upper left part of the user interface, which is right here. Prepare. Yeah, get the heck back. Quit doing whatever you're doing. We're getting out of here. Come on, hurry it up. Hurry it up. All right. Jump. Boom. Yeah, I love that. It's cool. Good work. Next, your task is to jump to any sector you wish. All right. So we got some asteroids. What the heck is this? It's got a derelict. All right. I'm down for that. In order to change the canvas size of your ship, you must change your ship from the sector area to the undeployed area. Click continue. Oh, okay. So we gotta drag here. Change the canvas size of your ship. Good. The canvas size of the ship is now selected to be bigger. You can move the ship inside the canvas if you like, so you can move it. Wait, how do I do that? Oh, okay. All right, last thing to do is deploy the ship back to the sector. Let's deploy your ship. Okay. Outstanding. You now have successfully changed the ship canvas size. All right. We're just zooming.
We'll meet again. We'll love again.
Permissions for refugees and prisoners. Okay. So it's kind of like crew management, I guess.
The sky.
This tutorial will look at, oh man, look at all these crew members and stuff. Look at the tools to control which areas of facilities refugees and prisoners are allowed to access. In this scenario, prisoners and refugees will onboard your ship. Your goal is to use the permissions tool to set areas that prisoners and refugees can access. Prisoners and refugees can only use facilities that have been marked available to them using the permissions tool. It is important to be precise when marking areas available for refugees and prisoners. So you want to be careful letting them have access to facilities that have like weapons, obviously, or like a shuttle. Like if they just jump into a shuttle and like, peace out, and they just leave and just zoom off into space. So that makes a lot of sense. Use the tool for creating prisoner areas to mark an area for prisoners by dragging as shown. Okay, set prisoner area. Okay. Good work. Prisoners now have access to beds, a spacesuit locker, an algae dispenser, and a place to eat. Prisoners will comply and stay in the area that is marked for them. However, if the area becomes unsafe, they are allowed to wander. I think it's supposed to be wander. Outside of the area for safety. It is important that all prisoner areas are connected to each other if you want them to be able to move freely between areas. I was just thinking of Chekhov. Sometimes he would say his W's like, where are your nuclear vessels? So I just wonder if that was a random V that was just thrown in there. Or if it was trying to be like Chekhov from Star Trek. Currently, prisoners don't have access to a toilet, so we need to fix that by marking a path to a toilet. Nah, they're prisoners. They don't deserve a toilet. I'm totally kidding. Okay. All right. Access given by marking area covers the facility completely. All right. Good. You now marked an area for prisoners. We did not mark the medical bed. Medical beds have their own permission settings, and everyone is allowed to use medical beds by default. I guess that makes sense. All right. We can now mark areas for refugees. This is by using the tool for marking areas for refugees. Okay. Refugee bedroom. Mark the kitchen and dining area for refugees. Mark the toilet for refugees. All right. Good, you have now marked the area for refugees. They don't require paths between separate areas as they can move freely around the ship from one refugee area to another. Okay, but prisoners, you do have to have specific paths that can go down. They can share most of the facilities. However, your own crew members cannot share facilities with prisoners or refugees. Oh, okay, interesting. So they need their own space. This is to allow control on how resources are spent between the different groups. This tutorial is considered finished. Okay. All right.
We'll meet again.
One more.
We'll love again.
This tutorial will look at crew comfort. There are currently 3 categories of comfort. Together they create a balance on how comfortable the crew is on a ship. Categories are work comfort, leisure time comfort, and sleep comfort. Every facility and object in the game have their own values for these 3 comfort categories. You can see these values in the information window when hovering over a facility object in the build menu. Crew members will have to spend time in negative comfort values during work. However, if this is balanced out by comfortable bedrooms, sleep comfort, kitchens and other rooms to relax in, leisure time comfort, the crew will feel comfortable as a whole. Okay, that's good to know. That's what I was wondering before. A lot of the workplaces were just like red. I'm like, is it just like an awful working condition where it's just like noise and electrical currents arcing everywhere and you're just like, oh, get me out of here. But I guess it's just because it's a work area, it's just naturally, it's graded on the curve of all areas, I'm guessing is what I'm trying to say. So it's like kitchens and sleeping areas and bathrooms, I guess, are kind of like, or other entertainment, you know, I don't know if they have like workout facilities in this game yet, I don't know. But those areas would be more in the green, and then work areas are on that same curve. They're less comfortable because they're not meant for comfort. They're meant for work. So that makes sense. I thought they were grading on each on their own curve. Like the leisure areas had their own curve, and then the work areas had their own curve. So like if it was red in the work area, then that meant that it was just terrible working conditions and they hate having to work there. But it's more, everything's on the same curve, is what I'm trying to say. The ship has problems with all comfort types, and we will fix them in this tutorial. We'll first look at sleep comfort. As you can see, this small bedroom, that's funny, has a negative value on sleep comfort. This causes crew members to sleep in discomfort and may eventually cause mental breaks. In this case, the toilet and the oxygen generator are the reasons for discomfort. Walls block noise, smells, and vibrations that contribute to discomfort. We can put walls around the toilet to reduce discomfort. Okay. So, put a door here. Put some walls there. I guess that makes sense. Wait, do we have a water purifier? Oh, I guess it's attached to the toilet. There we go. Discomfort from the toilet will now be blocked by the wall and door. Note that walls and doors block discomfort to a good degree, but not completely. Sometimes some additional spacing is required. Let's look at leisure time comfort. The oxygen generator is causing discomfort in this kitchen area. We can move the oxygen generator and improve comfort here and in the bedroom. Select it. Okay. Select the move button. Move down there. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. The comfort value for leisure time will improve in the kitchen area. Let's look at work comfort. Gas scrubber is causing discomfort in the cockpit area. Select the gas scrubber. Select move. Gotta rotate it. Good work. Your crew will now move the gas scrubber and the cockpit area will improve in terms of work comfort. This hangar area has a lot of negative comfort from the shuttle hangar and a little from the water purifier. We can improve the comfort here by creating rooms. Okay, that makes sense. We're very adept at making walls at this point. Add I don't know if it matters which side you do it on. Probably not. It's probably more of a personal choice type thing. Good work. You improved this hangar and industry area in terms of work comfort. Creating rooms and spreading out facilities causing negative work comfort is a good way to optimize how comfortable a ship is. This tutorial is considered finished. You can say or quit the menu. I think that's all of them, right? I think that's all the report bug. It's not really a bug. It's just a typo. Exit to main menu. I think we've done all the tutorials at this point. Okay. Very cool.